Hi, this is Michelle Greeman, and you have found me at MGTV, and I just really wanted to share this weekly video to teach you what to do when you're feeling guilty. I'm so glad that you joined me, and I know that you're going to get a lot out of our time together today. Let's just jump into it. The reason why I'm sharing what to do when you're guilty, partly because in my group training call this week, we were talking about building a spiritual platform and making some spiritual decisions to really help you to be healthier. The Bible actually says that above all things that you should be of good health even as your soul prospereth. So if your soul's not prospering, you're going to have a hard time being in good health and vice versa. So we really talked about that foundation of building a spiritual connection and an upward focus to help you while you're getting healthy. So with this, I recognize, and we talked about a little bit about the fact that when it comes to our spiritual lives, a lot of the times we are not showing up because of guilt. When we are feeling guilty, we are having a mental and spiritual boundary keep us from being our best selves. Why? Because we feel like we need to be punished. And so we try to punish ourselves. The funny thing is, when it comes to food, even though some people use it as a reward, we also can use it as a punishment. If we know we're eating things that are bad for us and that are hurting our bodies, we do it when we're feeling kind of bad about things that we've done or ways that we've been or things that we've said to other people in the past. So when you're feeling guilty, you're more likely to treat yourself bad and therefore not be healthy. Make sense? So what to do with your feeling guilty? First thing you need to do is take responsibility for the things that you can take responsibility for, the things that are actually in your control. You cannot control how other people feel. If people are angry at you, that is not your fault. That is their problem. They chose to be angry. It is true, even though it is difficult, that it does not matter how people treat you. It is your choice on how you treat them back. And so you need to let go of that feeling that I'm sorry that I made you angry. That's craziness. You can be sorry that you did certain things and that those certain things, they chose to be angry, but you should not be sorry for making other people angry. Okay? So take responsibility for things that are your responsibility. If you said something mean and that person is hurt, take responsibility for saying things that are mean and having that person, giving them an opportunity to be hurt. So the next thing that you want to do is do what you can to make it better. So apologizing is one way, asking for forgiveness is another way, making it better if possible. For example, if you stole something, give it back. Pay a person back. Take the time to do something nice for them if you can. Take the time to do something that will be better. Now, the bottom line is a lot of experiences, these two things don't work. We either can't talk to the people, we don't see the people, or we can't get a hold of them. Or, unfortunately, sometimes they pass before we get a chance to apologize and make it right. Sometimes we can't make it right. I mean, if you kill somebody, you really can't bring the person back. I mean, that's really extreme, but sometimes we just can't make up for the things that we've done. There is nothing that is tangible that we can actually give to replace what we've done. If we hurt somebody's feelings, that's an example. I mean, flowers, as nice as they are not going to give you a job when you talk bad about somebody and they lost that. Make sense? So when that happens, the best thing that you can do is be the best person that you can be. Beating yourself up is not going to help anyone, especially not you. And so if you find yourself in a situation where you feel guilty about something that you've done and you really don't know how to make up for it, be a better person. Learn from that experience. We might feel like beating ourselves up is actually a really easy way to make them feel better, but it's not. If we actually show them that we've learned from this experience and that we are going to really make an effort not to do the same thing again to somebody else, if they're a grown-up and a mature person, they'll really appreciate that. If they're not, there's nothing that you can do about that, but you will definitely become a different person with the experience. So when you're feeling guilty, and I know a lot of you are, some of us, let's be honest, we were a little loose with our bodies, right? And I'm talking from experience, not judging, from experience, and we feel bad about it. We cheated, we stole, we lied, okay? We did some things, we talked behind people's back. We did some things that really, even if nobody else knew, is weighing on our hearts. The best thing we can do is say we're sorry, ask for forgiveness, try to do something to make it better, learn from the experience, and not to go back there again. Now, if you have problems with letting go of guilt, or you have problems with even becoming a better person and letting go of, beating yourself up and letting go of trying to pay some kind of penance for what you've done, then you definitely need professional help. Now, I'm not saying that to offend you. I'm really saying that to be serious. I would love, 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 love to help you through that. But even if you don't work with me, is to really talk to somebody and figure out really what's going on in your head. How can you resolve that? It's just about getting some perspective. It's really difficult for me even to see what's going on in my head without the opportunity to let it out of my mouth. The best person to do that with, of course, is God. The second best person to do it with is a professional. Find somebody who can kind of walk you through the process of letting go of that guilt and rewriting that story and learning from that experience. I know that even though this is not a nutritional fact, that it's going to change your life and help you to let go of hurting yourself and really embrace being healthier for the long run, learning from those experiences and feeling amazing. So I encourage you to let go of guilt if you're really trying to be healthy, especially if you're trying to lose weight. You gotta let go of that extra emotional weight to really let go of that physical weight. This is Michelle Greenman. I encourage you to spend some time letting go of guilt, experiencing wellness, because nobody's going to be able to tell you how it's going to feel. You have to experience it for yourself. And getting some professional help. If you want some from me, get on my email list. I do offer them an opportunity to work with me. After you understand what I do and you really love it, we will get on the phone, work out a plan for you, and figure out what's next. So I encourage you to spend some time experiencing wellness, apologizing to some people that you've hurt, making it better if you can, but really investing in being the best person that you can be and learning from some of those crazy experiences so that you can teach and be an amazing example to others. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you next week.